join us tonight. Okay. All right. So we're going to just start off real quick first with just a few important dates because I just want to make sure we have them. So recipe nights, like we've talked about, we're going to keep them still on hold. We'll take a peek at that when we get the new, the new year. We're just going to kind of have to see how this COVID thing continues to play out. So if and when we can do recipe nights again, we will. Team meeting will be virtual again on December 2nd. It'll be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have to take that in consideration now because we've got a lot more people around the globe. Melanie being in Utah, and then I believe Patty and Tori, are you guys in New York?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so we're dealing
Patty's in New York, Tori is in Edgerton.
Oh, Tori, I didn't realize you were so close. Awesome. Awesome. So holiday shipping still, obviously we're going to talk a little bit about real-time inventory tonight, but holiday shipping cutoff dates to guarantee Christmas delivery is going to be December 12th. So that hasn't changed, but obviously things have changed a little bit with real-time inventory. So we'll talk about that in a few, so we can make sure everybody's up to speed on how to close the door. Pardon me?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to Steve.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You guys can mute yourselves too if you want to. Incentive trip announcement we just found out is going to be December 14th. So what?
That's my birthday. That's my 50th.
I know it is.
I think we have to have like a real big celebration.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So for those of you guys that are new, every year we have the opportunity to earn an incentive trip. This year, right now, we're currently in an earning period to earn a trip to either a resort in Florida or the Bahamas. And Sarah and I are going to the Bahamas. Thank you. I'm so excited. And I know Lori Reitz is really working hard on it. So I don't know if anybody else is how you're working on points, but if it's something that really is something that intrigues you to try to earn a trip, or if that's what you kind of joined this business for, is to be able to have free vacations, talk to your director or myself, and we will do our best to help you try to track it and plan it out so you can earn a trip. I earned a trip my second year in business. I believe Sarah did too. Is that correct, Sarah? I think it was your second year, wasn't it, or third?
Arizona was my first one I earned, so I think it was my second year.
I think it was your second year, yeah. So that's awesome. So it's doable. Don't think that it's not anything that's attainable. And one of the big things that was changed this year is they added a paid at title. You got points for being paid at your title. So if you were at a team leader, which means you have 2 people on your team and you were paid at your title, so that means both of those people on your team were active in the month, and you had a combined sales of all of you of at least $2,500, you got an extra, I believe it was 1,000 or 500 points maybe.
500.
But yeah, 500 for team leader. So team leader to me is a really, really crucial career plan level to hit these days, because especially if you want to earn trips, because that's 500 points every single month that you're just going to get. So we'll talk more about that leading into December. But it's always somewhere amazing. Sometimes it's places that are all inclusive. Sometimes it's for a trip for 2. Usually every 5 years, it's a family trip. So probably 3 years from now it'll be, because Disney was technically last year. So like 3 years from now, it'll be Disney again. We don't know if it's going to be Disney World or Disneyland. They've done it in both places. So that's usually, typically they do a trip for 4 for Disney every 5 years. But stuff like that can change at any time, so you never know. So December 14th is when that's going to get announced. Since it's later in the month like that, I still felt it was important to just have our normal December meeting, and then when we as directors find out a little bit more about how they're going to announce it and stuff, if they're doing it in a release of a video or if they're sending us something, then we'll decide if we actually want to have like something else for the trip announcement. So we'll get that back to you next month, and we'll know more about that. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so I want to do a little welcoming first off. We had a very exciting month. We missed our recruiting goal by 1 recruit. Craziness, but we recruited 14 people last month to the team. So please welcome Kathy Peak, Helen Boole, Jennifer Romani, Michelle Dulata, Megan Pierce, Mike Ruggieri, please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing names, Rosario, Linda Eslick, Melanie Lilyquist, Chastity McNeese, Heather Gray, Michael Neville, Brandy Cox, Patty Washburn, and I can't read the last name because I know it's Tori. Is there another name under there? I can't, there's like a bar at the bottom of my screen.
I don't see.
Tori's the bottom.
Okay, thank you. Tori, you're on the bottom, I'm sorry.
Tori Jackson.
So I should know better than to put things far down because I forget that when I'm making my
It is
slides. but
Tori Jackson.
Okay, awesome. All right, so recruiting, we had a goal of 100 recruits for the year. We are at 61 recruits right now. So I'm thinking we're not going to make it, but you know what? We were at 62 recruits for last year. So even if we can just try to do our best to beat last year, that's what I think is important. So let's keep recruiting this month. I've set some recruiting goals for all of us, and I think we can do it again. Okay, so let's just try to see if we can hit some big numbers the next 2 months and finish off 2020 with a bang. Okay, I'm just proud that we're pretty much at the same place we were, so we can keep rolling. Okay, all right, so we did have 14 recruits. So in a couple minutes here, when we get through all of our recognition for the month, then I will do the cash pot drawing and we will go from there and see if somebody wants to take some cash tonight or if they want to leave it in the pot. Okay. All right.
Do you want to tell, since we have so many new people, do you want to tell everybody what the cash pot is?
So the cash pot is every the cash pot is every person, I can't even talk now. Every person that recruits in the month, $1 goes into the cash pot. And then we just do a drawing for it. And that's including directors and stuff, but directors won't take from the cash pot. It always just stays in the pot. And then whoever wins the cash pot for the month can make the decision to cash it out, or they can leave the pot and keep it going. It's up to you. And then at some point, we'll end it in December, and whatever in December, then we'll divvy it up, and then we might do something different next year. We might add to it. We've had some good results with it this year, so we'll see. But that's just kind of a little incentive to get you guys recruiting. Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to some recognition stuff now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our org last month. We had a great month. It was the 3rd highest month of the year for our team. So our October sales as an organization were $56,214.27. That's a lot of vegetable peelers. So thanks, you guys. That's awesome. And we did have 14 recruits like we just talked about. So what I'm doing is based on last year's sales, I'm going to give our organization a sales goal this month of 48,000. And I'm also going to give, because we have some more director teams now, I know this sounds nuts, but I'm going to say we're going to try to shoot for 20 recruits this month. Okay, I know that sounds crazy because I only gave you guys 15 last month and we did have a recruiting promo, but remember, we always have a recruiting promo because we have our Fast Track Rewards program. So even though we don't have an extra incentive that Pampered Chef is offering, we have Fast Track Rewards, and you guys are always able to offer a recruiting promotion on your own if you want to. So you can always do that. You own your own business. So if you want to give a bonus, $20 off a kit, or, get your qualify in your first 30 days and I'll give you half the cost of your kit back. Some people do stuff like that. So you guys can always make your own recruiting incentive if recruiting is a goal that you have on your goal setting for the month. Last year in November, we had $37,237.23, and we had 12 recruits. So we did have a big month last year too. Last year's sales, I switched those. I'm sorry. So last year's sales were I always do this. 391,941.79, and right now for the year we're at 449,304.26. I am hoping that we can hit $500,000 by the end of December, so we can say that we have a $500,000 organization. That would be insane to be able to say that out loud. But you guys are amazing. And I think we for sure can hit another, about $50,000 by the end of the year. I mean, we did 56 alone this month, and we're right in the midst of the holiday season. So I think that's completely doable. So congratulations, everybody. We did great as an organization last month. Thank you so much. All right, so let's do a little bit of celebrating. Woo woo! Let's give everybody a round of applause right now.
Woo!
Guys, and clap it up, okay? I wish I should have given you guys clappers and horns tonight, but we did a thing this month. We did a big thing.
It's awesome.
We promoted 3 directors. So Lori Reitz, she promoted, and then Kathy Pierce had a huge recruiting month and ended up getting a promotion herself, which bumped Sue to promotion. So it's like amazing, like the things that happened. And amazingly enough, that ended up making us a senior director team. So I've promoted as well. So I'm super excited. My goal was to hit senior director by December 31st. So thank you everybody for working so hard. And I'm just excited for all of you guys. So I don't want to put you guys on the spot, but Lori, why don't you just kind of say how you're feeling, or what like, do you have a next goal? Just kind of just say something quick, guys, because I feel like you guys need to have like a little moment for yourselves there. So Laura, let me stop share real quick and we can go live again. Laura, do you want to say something?
Well, I'm pretty darn excited and pretty proud of myself.
Good.
2 years ago when I started, it was just going to be a hobby, and I was not going to recruit, and I was not interested in being a director, and I just wanted to get products for discount. And now look at me. And
Look at me now.
I will be retiring from my full-time job on May 1st. And so I'm like, I need to ramp it up because I want to replace my income. So.
Mm-hmm. And when she saw what her paycheck was going to be this month, she was pretty excited. So yeah, it's a big difference when you start getting into the different levels. So I'm super excited for you, Lori, and we're just going to keep going. So all right. So Sue, do you want to go next? I know this like kind of fell back into your lap.
Lori.
Just kind of. Thanks, Kathy.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've done this another time, so I'm a little nervous just because, again, I don't want to lose it, get it, lose it. So I already started today, starting to really get going on trying to recruit some people, but I'm excited, of course. I love Pampered Chef. It's something I never thought I would like to do in my lifetime, and I love it. I mean, I keep thinking, how long am I going to do this for? And I don't want to stop. I love it. So I'm excited. I'm excited for things to come.
Sue was one of my first virtual consultants. She was my first one that wanted to do this completely. So that was 3 years ago. It was really kind of on the cusp when everything was starting to really make the switch. And so she has a background where the grocery store her and her family own, and what she does now for the store she works at now, she does a lot of social media stuff. So she's a great person to reach out to if you want some tips. She kind of knows some of those tricky things. She's like, she kind of knows.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah. She's
good. I have never done one in-person show ever. Not in my 3 years of doing this.
Oh, wow.
Not one time.
Yeah. So, and who knows? I mean, I have one cooking show on my calendar this month. I do. So that's going to be strange. I haven't done one since March 7th. So,
wow.
Yeah. Yep. That was the last one I did. And I had 8 more parties scheduled in March and they all had to turn virtual. So, because they were all towards the end of the month and we hit the 13th of March and everything got shut down. So, yeah, so this is my first one. She's already has like a book club. So it's like 6 people. So I'm feeling pretty okay with it because it's like a group of people that I don't know either. So it kind of made me a little nervous, but I'm like, you know what? I guess this is just the world we live in right now. So I'm going to give it a try. A lot of consultants are doing shows now. I know Tammy Sanford has done a couple. Tammy usually isn't able to make it on the meetings, but anybody else do a cooking show since the pandemic hit? Anybody? No? Okay. So a lot of the girls.
I'm going to do one next week.
You are awesome. Well, Chastity did one last weekend too. So I haven't even talked to her about how it went. So, but Melanie, do you know what you're making?
I think we're going to do the tomato basil soup in the cooking blender.
That one is a good one. I that one is a show.
I'm waiting for my mom to tell me exactly what she wants me to do there. So
we did that before Shirley became a consultant. That was the last show we did. We made that soup at her party.
So good.
Yeah, it is very good. So yeah, that one is a good one. I add some extra stuff into it too. I add like an onion and some tomato paste, and we add some extra stuff just to zip it up a little bit. But so you can do whatever you want with it. Those recipes are just suggestions. So
I like the fire roasted tomatoes in that one.
yes, fire roasted tomatoes are good.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So so awesome. And then Kathy, thank you, Sue. Kathy.
I'm very excited to have promoted to director. I'm a little nervous myself. I don't want to lose it either. So I'm obviously trying. I do have 2 people, hopefully, and I had 2 others, but they want to hold off for right now. But I'm trying to keep recruiting as best as I can. I guess my next goal is I personally would like to hit that 15,000 by the end of the year. I'm a little over 3,000 right now, so hopefully I'll be there.
There you go. That's a good goal too. So new girls too, when you hit, so one of the things we talk about being active, you don't have to be, you can do $150 every other month to remain active, but active is kind of a weird term in this company. Active means $150 every other month, and being active means that you don't lose your career sales. You can be inactive and you can like not do shows, and Pampered Chef is not going to drop you as a consultant until you've gone a complete 6 months without submitting anything. As long as you submit $20 every 6 months, you can remain a consultant. But to be an active consultant, you have to do $150 every other month. That is so you don't lose your career sales. Because when you hit $15,000 in career sales, you get a 2% increase in your commission rate. So that's why it's a big deal. And it's a big deal if you get it and then you lose it, because 2% doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a huge difference on your paycheck. And then the next big level you can hit too, you start getting recognized by home office when you hit $50,000 in career sales, and you get like your name on the wall at Pampered Chef. And I mean, because believe it or not, people really don't do that very often. I'm almost ready to hit my $900,000 in career sales. So like I would die if I lost that, because you get like a whole bunch of stuff when you hit $1 million. So including, like I said, I think it's awesome to have my name on the wall at Pampered Chef. I do. Like, I could care less about them giving me stuff. I think it's so cool that my name is on the wall down there. I love it. I love that kind of recognition. I think it's amazing. So there's a big, you can't really earn the incentives, the freebies that the company is giving you too. It's kind of hard to earn that stuff if you're not staying active. So $150 every other month is not hard to do. I mean, that's a catalog show quick, or just one virtual party. You're going to be able to hit that. So just kind of think about that, and we will put you into a drawing every month for activity. If you have at least $150, you get into the drawing. if you are green by 15, by the 15th of the month, just being green, we call it, early in the month is just, if you can do that consistently and have shows right away at the beginning of the month, you're usually have a more successful month if you're green by 15. And then if you have at least $750 or more in sales, we'll give you another entry into the drawing. And then we usually draw for like, we'll give like an Amazon gift card every month for our activity bonus winner. So it's just kind of another perk. We just want to award you for what you're doing. Oh, shoot, I've got Kim's trying to get in here. There we go. Got one more person. Okay, so congratulations, you guys. When we can get together, actually, we will have champagne and we will have cake and all that stuff. So
Yes, we have to
we
celebrate.
are going to do that still regardless, okay? So we love to whoop up and have a party when somebody promotes. So we are not gonna not get to do that.
Nope.
The stupid virus. So hi Kim, thanks for joining us, hon.
Hi.
Sorry, I hope you weren't waiting in the waiting room. Just stupid Zoom.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. We're okay. So we were just giving them some we were tooting their horns. Okay. So, so I'm so excited for you guys. And the other big thing, just so you guys know that when you're new, when we have national conference, when you promote to director, you get the coveted red scraper and you get to walk the stage at conference. And so it's a huge deal. So I can't wait for you guys to get your scrapers. I cannot wait to get my yellow scraper.
You've been wanting that forever.
Yellow's my favorite color, so I have to have that scraper. I can't. So nobody's losing their titles. Okay? I'm gonna get my scraper. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, but hopefully we'll have an in-person national conference in July this summer. Oh, fingers crossed that we can have it in person. Although they did a wonderful job with the virtual conference last summer. So. So hopefully we can go to Chicago and drink some martinis, right, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of martinis.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So let's
Only one. Only one.
Dear Lori,
only
only
one.
one.
Be able to walk. Oh, too funny. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, so Sarah Cooter, you are up, girl. We're gonna let you talk about your team and honor them this month.
Okay, yay, Team SOAR. We did amazing. I set November sales goal, or no, that's November. Where's my October sales goal?
It's November. We already had October.
No, I know, but I wanted to say what, I know we went
Yeah.
over our sales goal.
It's at the bottom. What you did.
Yes, I know
don't have
that.
to believe it. You had an $8,000 goal though.
Oh, I did? I was thinking I had 10,000, but anyways,
Oh,
the
you had
blue,
10,000 this month. I forgot to change it. Sorry. 10,000 is your November goal.
okay. So
Sorry.
8,000 was our October goal, and we literally almost doubled that with 14,372.56 in sales. So awesome, you guys. So top sales are Tammy Martin with 384.70, Michael Neville, which said he was literally going to be a kidnapper. I talked him into, let's just do one party. So he got my number 2 at 469.75. And Megan, she is rocking it. She has been my number 1, I swear, forever, with 1687.70. So awesome job, you guys. We had recruits this month with Brandy Cox and Tori Jackson, both signed. And Michael, actually 2 was in
Oh, so
October.
are we supposed to be 2 on there?
3.
Oh, that was you though. 3 for you and 1 for Brandy, right?
Oh, 1 for Brandy, because technically we put Tori under Brandy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was actually doing a party for Tori, who Brandy referred Tori to me to have a party. And then Brandy was like all about the business. So I signed Brandy. And then Tori's like, hey, I think I want to do this. So I'm like, let's put you under Brandy. So here we are. Like all of us are just partying together, and we're gonna meet this weekend and do some training. And I'm super excited for them because They are just awesome. I've literally known Tori before she was born.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, see these pearlies are because of her.
And you get to see her in all her glorious goodness when she's got all of her garb on.
Yeah,
Yes.
she gets to see me crabby now. No, I'm just kidding. Hope it needs to go away. But yeah, so I'm super excited for them to join and
Yay. That's awesome, guys. Congratulations. And what an awesome month, Sarah. We'll give you some props here in a couple minutes, girl. Okay. All right. So I think Sue is up next. Sue, do you want to kind of go over this?
Sure. I wasn't ready for this.
Sorry. You can do it.
That's okay.
Oops. Can you read your bottom number?
9,628.45.
Mine has a bar that goes over the bottom, so I can't.
Yeah, mine does too. Mine does too. I'm just guessing.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I kind of remember.
Okay.
Yeah, my sales were really great this last month. It was very, very good. My top sales was Kim Hoff at 297.
Yep.
And obviously, I mean, Kathy and her people had a lot to do with that, obviously, but now she's off on her own. But anyways.
Yeah. And so when you promote your personal, like, so Kathy's under Sue. So Kathy is now she's in her own team. So that's why we only have one person listed for Sue, because all the other people transferred over to Kathy and part of the people transferred over. So we're in what we call rebuild mode now. That's kind of what they call it. And that's what we're going to do. And
that's what we're going to do.
Yep. So
So my November sales goal is $5,000 and my November recruiting goal is 4 people.
Yep. So we're going to try to build back her team up again and keep her rolling along here. Okay.
Exactly.
Extreme, girl. Okay.
Yes, we are.
Maybe we'll get Amber back.
Me? I should ask her.
You should. Amber is how I met Sue. Amber was she was probably one of my very first recruits.
Yes.
Probably in my first 2 or 3 years of business. And and so Sue, I'd just known her for over the years, and then Amber had a party with me a couple years ago, and that, like I said, that was like when we were first starting to kind of delve really deep into the virtual parties. And Sue's like, I could do this completely online. And I'm like, if you want to. And she's like, okay, well then I'm in. And I'm like, never in a million years would I have thought Sue would have joined my team. So it's been awesome. So maybe we could get Amber to come back. That would be awesome.
Maybe. That would be great.
But congratulations. I'm super excited for you, Sue.
Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to, I think Lori's next here. Yep. Okay, Lore. Are you ready?
Oh, yep, now I am.
Okay.
Trying to get unmuted here. So we did team sales for October of $6,430.40. And then our top sales, our number 3 is Rachel Seichter with $163. And Katie Foss with one party, her first $1,000 party. She's pretty excited about that. $1,267.50. And then Cindy Klabunde is at $3,782.25. Woohoo, Cindy!
Nice job, Cindy.
And our November sales goal will be 5,000, and our November recruiting goal will be 4. And in October, Cindy recruited 1.
Yeah,
and that was Linda.
So welcome aboard. Awesome job. And that's the one big thing too, is when you promote to director, we have you make your own team name for your personal team. So Sue's is Team Extreme, Lori picked Team Synergy. And then we've got Kathy. Kathy picked Team Phoenix. And Kath, do you want to go on here now?
Suppose you guys probably want to hear what I'm going to say, right?
That's okay.
So my team sales, let's see here. Now I gotta No, I can't see my bottom screen either.
6,000, I think it's 430.40.
Okay, yep. And my number 3 person is Helen Boole at 158.40. My second place person is Megan Pierce at 304.20. And my first place person was Kim Halverson with $2,324.85.
Nice work.
Nice job. Yep. And then Kathy was the big recruiter of the month. So she had 6 recruits added to her team. So she only had 1 recruit before the beginning of the month. So she did not even have director structure on October 1st. And she just said, I'm going to do it with this promo this month. And she went to town on recruiting. So you can do anything you put your mind to if you just believe that you can do it. You know, believe in our host program, believe in our business opportunity, believe in our products, and then just believe in yourself and you can make this happen. Any of you can, okay? All right, so you guys did an amazing job. I'm gonna give a little props to my team now, my personal team. So I got to change my background to yellow, woo woo, so I'm excited. So Team Rise, I'm giving you guys a November sales goal of $23,000 and a recruiting goal of 4. So my number 3 for sales for the month of October was Jenny Bach with $1,958. Number 2, Brandy Holcomb, $2,890.95. And then Jenny's recruit, Cammie Bro, $3,432.80. So nice
Awesome.
job, girls. I love it. And then I had 3 team recruits and our sales for the month were $22,405.55. So that was my personal team. All right, so I am going to praise on your guys' director teams here now, okay? So Lori Reeds had $5,322.55. Sue Huber had $2,901.05. Kathy Pierce had sales of $3,333.95. And look at Mrs. Sarah Cooter over here, $10,989.20. She again beat me for the 3rd month in a row. I had $8,318.11. So you guys rocked it as a director team this month. I'm so proud of all of you. Great work.
That's awesome, guys. Good job.
Awesome, awesome. Sarah, props, girlfriend. You've been just killing it. So
Yeah.
all of you guys did a wonderful job. So thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So let's give away some prizes here, okay? So I gotta stop sharing. Gotta do, hold on. I gotta get over to my random name picking tool here.
What you doing?
Do you have the baby, Kathy?
I do.
Aw.
She'll be our next recruit.
Well, that's good. I hope that she stays with you because my daughter always says she's joining Sarah's team. So,
Well, she's not my daughter. She's my granddaughter. So,
well, that's what my daughter always says. She's not going to join my team. I'm joining Sarah's team. Okay, so oh, shoot, I'm trying to find my. Hold on, I'm getting there, guys.
While you're doing that, I just qualified.
Woo!
Ooh.
Good job.
Who was that?
Seriously?
That's Patty.
Awesome job, girl.
I just saw an
Awesome.
order come through, so.
Awesome. Way to go. It's commissionable, right? It's your commissionable?
Yes, 1256.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It is. Okay, so here I'm going to share my screen again, guys. I'm sorry it took a while. Telling you. Okay, so let me enter in my random.
oh no.
Uh-oh, what happened? Okay, so I got everybody in here for activity. I'm gonna pick a random name. Okay, and our winner for the activity bonus drawing is, if I can get, Jenny Bach, you go girl. $10 is coming towards you.
Thank you.
Way to go, Jenny.
You're welcome. Okay, so then I believe it was $13 in the pot. Yes, 13. So with $13 in the pot. And then I got to get my other, where is it here? Okay, I got to get all my recruit people. All right, so. All right, get back over here. All right. Okay, here we go for our recruiting for the cash pot. Okay. Oh, Sarah, it's got to stay. So 13 plus 14 is what, $27 in the pot? So we're up to 27 in the pot. So we'll see what happens with the pot next month, girls, okay? Yay, awesome job. Okay, so then let me get back over here. All right. All right, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this because we do have some new recruits on the call. And I came live with you guys, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago now, that I was, by a couple of national executive directors, I was added to a mastermind group, which I know sounds like super fancy, but it's basically like a accountability and mentoring group. So I'm working with 3 other director teams right now, 2 advanced directors and an executive director. And we decided to work on this together because we thought there was power in numbers. So Success Strategies is going to be every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. It's a round of 4 weeks. You can come in on these 4 weeks at any time. It doesn't have to be where you start on week 1. So basically, if you have recruits that start today, they can start right away on Saturday with the Success Strategies. But you just want to make sure you go through all 4 sessions. It's really going to give you like the meat and potatoes of the business. I will post a Zoom link for the calls on Saturday mornings. The nice thing about it with working with some other director teams is that I don't have the responsibility of having to lead it every single week. I'll be able to lead it every so many weeks, and it'll be just, it's just one of those things that's nice to have a team to work with that way. So this is kind of what it's about, but I will be posting it in it as an event. So like Patty and Tori, and honestly, any of you guys can run through this, but the people that are, new in the last month or 2 that didn't get to go through the session that I did like 2 months ago, just jump on. And even like I said, even if you did go through it, sometimes if you've got, nothing better to do that morning, you want to jump on something, for some inspiration, get on it. And it's going to be different directors leading it every time. So you might hear it a different way, or, the way that they say something might just resonate with you differently than if it's coming from me or somebody else, So, so that's going to be something that will be every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. Okay. And there is a recorded video that you can watch if you aren't able to jump on, or you can just jump on the one the next time. Like I said, it'll just keep every 4 weeks. It'll just keep going with what week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. All right. And then for new directors or anybody that is promoting by February 1st to director, you guys are going to get a special training that's going to be called Maximum Impact. It's going to be a virtual summit just for directors, February 19th and 20th. So it will be a virtual event. It'll be $39. So anytime you can take advantage of something from home office, do it. So if you've got director on your mind, or if you just promoted, this is something put in your calendar. You're going to be able to register for it starting on, hold on here because I can't read the bottom of my screen. I'm going to have to I have to make sure that I have that up higher.
November 9th.
Thank you, November 9th. I can't see it. So November 9th. And I believe there's an article in the Stir about it that was posted today. So, and all the new people too, most of our relevant information is going to be listed in the Stir. And we do get an email from home office every Tuesday with what's brand new in the stir this week. But I literally try to click on it like at least once a day and see if there's been anything new posted, because that's really where all the major announcements and stuff are listed, is in the stir. Okay. And then for anybody with super high ambition, Empower is going to be January 19th through the 20th, and that is for advanced directors and above. So all my new directors are in Sarah Cooter. You guys can be advanced directors as soon as you want to be, and you can join me in Empower, okay? So get on that, girls. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing this, and we're going to switch over to home office. All right, does anybody have any questions on that? Or does anybody, before I start going through home office stuff, does anybody have anything about some of the new stuff? I mean, we're going to talk about some different things in the home office part, but I'll let you guys, like, because we just went over a bunch of stuff. So does anybody have anything that they need to ask about now? Direct ship now, subscriptions, real-time inventory, the back orders and all that stuff. Does anybody have anything that they want to not forget about and want to ask about? Okay.
I'm still a little confused on the safe items.
Okay.
So when they place them into the cart.
Okay, so I'm going to add a picture to my slide here, just a second, because I specifically saved this from the home office North American leader call on Monday. So I'm going to add it because I forgot to do that earlier. Let me just add a slide here. And I will go over that with you because I actually just got off the phone with Yvonne right before the call started, and I was explaining this to her. So, let's see here.
Today I was able to add the silicone wood set and what else did I add? Something else.
Okay.
But when I tell my people that they can add it, they say they can't add it. But I'm adding on my end on my fundraiser that I have going right now into my host cart with no problem. So I was confused on.
Yep. Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me add this on photos. That's not what I want. Why is it not letting me do this? Hold on. It'll take me just a sec here, guys. I'm so sorry. If I didn't have 14,000 irons in the fire. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I should be able to get it in there. Okay, so. All right. Okay, so now let me go back over here. Let me share again. Oh, for the love of God. Hold on. Okay.
Sarah, I'm looking now and the silicone and wood utensil set is not showing temporarily unavailable. It's available.
Okay.
Right. That's what's so strange. I messaged her right away and she said, I just went in and tried to place an order and it's telling me it's not available. And I was able to add it on my end.
Okay, so,
Weird.
all right. So real-time inventory, you guys. What it means to be in real-time inventory is that there is no longer back orders. There is no longer a stop sell list. So if you click on product status alert in Consultants Corner under reports and tracking, you are still going to see a list of back ordered items. Those items and those dates listed are only for people that already have something on back order. So those dates don't mean anything to anybody but those people. So there is no more back orders. There is no more stop sells. This is probably going to be in effect like this real-time inventory until at least the end of the year. The reason they had to do this is because projections for inventory were so off because of the pandemic and the huge 400% increase in sales we had in May, that when they projected and increased those projections and ordered more inventory to accommodate for that, they still were off because we've still been selling like gangbusters. So they don't want to disappoint for holiday shipping. So they don't want anything to be back ordered. So that's why we're doing real-time inventory. So it's no different than going and shopping at Target.com, Amazon. If it's there, you can buy it. If it's not in stock, you can't buy it. And it's going to be changing. It could change by the minute.
Hourly, yeah.
Hourly, minutes, everything.
Yep.
So if you can get it in your cart, so this is reserving an item in a cart. This is what I'm going to show you. And I will post this on the team page so you can reference it, okay? So if you as a consultant see the product in the party cart on Consultants Corner, it's reserved. If you can see it. For guests, they have to have paid and hit placed order button for it to be saved. For hosts, whenever the host adds, it is reserved right away. For past hosts, to use the future party pick, it's not reserved until you add it as a future party pick. So if they go in and do their order and put in the item that they want for half price, and then they send you a message and say, I want my food chopper for half price, and all of a sudden the food chop, you take it out of their cart, and then all of a sudden it's gone, they missed out on it. So you need to be very clear with your host, your past hosts, excuse me, if they want to use their future party pick, that they need to give you their order. Or at least their half price item. So you can go in, unlock it, and then add their half price item for them. Okay, does that make sense? Who's got a question?
So I see an order. I can unlock the order. It's still safe.
Yep, because it's reserved. You can see it in Consultants Corner.
And mine was not saved that way when I did it this week because Sarah was out and she told me to unlock the cart and we'd do it in the morning. When I went back, the item was out of the cart.
That's why I was confused. But Patty, I'm not sure if it was
order or a host order.
guest.
That's why, because the guest has to have it paid.
They did.
Not
Patty
necessarily.
saw it in Consultants Corner, and I told her, because I was gone, and I said, unlock the cart. I will talk to you tomorrow so that we can add a free gift, because we were adding gifts to people.
Yes.
Certain people. She unlocked the cart, and then something was gone. Exactly. That's what I said. I'm like, I was told that should not happen.
Yeah, the only other thing I can say for that is call tech.
Yeah. So that's why I was confused, because I said, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
No, that should not have happened. But there's going to be
Glitches, yeah.
that happen,
Right.
and that's going to happen. But so even so say you do a cooking show, because there was some consultant saying, because we also don't have express party checkout anymore, which I'm peeved about. so like basically even at a cooking show, they can go ahead and make their list on their order form. But then they come up to me and I add it into the computer, their stuff might not be there. So I mean, you can't really, so that's, I mean, but then again, like I said, if you go to target.com, something might not be in stock, So I mean, it's a normal thing,
Oh,
but
absolutely. Yeah.
it's just not our norm. So,
Yep.
and Andrew showed us, I mean, the docks, the warehouse, everything is so, I mean, they're actually, to tell you the truth, they told us they're renting another location to store more inventory. So it's not like, it's just that there's some of those suppliers, manufacturers that are still having issues with COVID and stuff like that. And some things are still a shipping issue. I mean, you guys know about my fridge. Like I bought a fridge on Memorial Day weekend and I didn't get it until September. I had also bought a dining room table in September. I decided to buy a couple more chairs. My chairs aren't going to be here till December. And then my table actually has a crack in it. So they had to replace it right away. So I still have the table, but they're going to replace it. It was supposed to be here this last week. Now they said my table's not going to be here until December. So it's still an issue around the, and I've found that if you just try not to make it a big deal, and I had a host today that really wanted something as one of her half price items. Fortunately, she had a couple people book a show. So I said, oh, hopefully in a couple of weeks when Becca has her party, we can get that for you at half off. So hopefully, hopefully that's going to be the case, but it is what it is right now. I think it's going to be better in the end than having, I mean, I know
for sure.
I know Lori Reitz can vouch for it. Sarah will vouch for it. The back order stuff has been a nightmare.
Yep.
So I would rather not have things on back order. So I'm good with this.
Especially for the holidays.
Especially, yeah, because if people, I had something on order for a gift, and this is what I've been explaining to my hosts and in my parties. If we had to do it, because if somebody wants it as a Christmas gift and now it goes on back order, and if they don't get it by Christmas, then they're really going to be upset. So this is really had to be done. So.
And then our back orders were taking so long, and then we're very in tune. For those of you guys that are new, Pampered Chef really takes their reputation with the Better Business Bureau and with the FTC very seriously. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and that doesn't happen very often for companies to have an A+. And the FTC only allows things to be on back order for a certain amount of time. So we actually have had to cancel back orders and refund customers, which in my 19 years of business have never seen that. So that would be possible the case too, that they would have to continue canceling back orders, and that just stinks too. So I think this was the best solution, and I back home office's decision 100% on this.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I think we're going to be okay, guys. So does anybody else have any questions about that? So like I said, don't get hung up on that product status alert page anymore. You just, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And it could be there, and 10 minutes later, it could be gone, like seriously. So just, tell people that they just need to make sure that when they're ready to place their order and they know what they want, submit it. Okay. And how is everybody doing with the unlocking carts, adding gifts? Do you guys have questions that way? Is that going pretty good? And do you guys see that even several days later, you can go in and add one of those gift options? Have you seen that too? So don't feel like you have to do that immediately. You do have time on that.
I don't like the choices.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do too.
With them.
Yeah.
Some of them.
They're on the supply order form, so they're able to break them down into more of like a group pricing. So that's why those were chosen. If that makes sense, Cindy. So you can always add anything you want to somebody's order, though. You don't have to use that gift option. You can just put it on their regular order and get commissionable sales on it and just put it in as a gift option. It's up to you what you want to do.
That's what I try to do.
Yeah. What are you giving people?
Well, it just depends on what it is. I mean, sometimes I'll give them the spatula or whatever, the mini spatula, or I don't know, just some different things depending on what they do.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, our host rewards program is so great and the things that we have to offer are so great. I don't really feel it's necessary to give a whole lot of extra benefits that way. So, I mean, to me, a mini measure all cup or some metal straws, I think those are great prizes. So, I mean, don't be feeling like you have to fork out a whole bunch of money, for gifts and stuff like that. Cause it's really, you know, I think those options are good too. So, and even just a simple season's best cookbook, people love those things, $2, you know? So, that's what I've been doing for when I unlock carts, because I do a thing where if they order by a certain day during the party, and mine's always a season's best cookbook. So, okay. All right, let me stop sharing on this one. Let's get back through some of the home office stuff because I want to try to get you guys off of here right on time. If anybody else has a question, just feel free to stop me. You are totally fine. Can you see my screen okay?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
hold on.
I see everybody else.
All right. It would probably help if I shared it, huh? Here's your fearless leader, people.
It's 8:11. It's okay.
I swear I know what I'm doing most of the time. Okay. All right. Home office news. Okay. So this is kind of what we've been talking about. Visit Shipping and Inventory Help Center in the STIR. That's another place you can go if you have some questions. It'll help you how to handle back orders, stop sells, and cancellations, why we're having delays, and how we're communicating that information with customers.
Have fun.
How to track orders and back orders, when to contact the Solution Center. They're going to tell you in there when to contact the Solution Center, but I honestly would really prefer it if you contact your director and have them try to talk you through it first. I will say call times, I got through on the chat in like not even 5 minutes today, and call times have been wonderful. So things are getting back to normal as far as times go. And I know that you guys probably did see, I posted it last week. I'm sure you've seen it. We're back to 5 to 10 days shipping. So that's amazing. So they really, really, were correct in what they told us that we'd be back to normal by the end of October, or, pretty much back to what our new normal is probably going to be. So, so check that out. If you have any questions on that, that'll be in the STIR. All right, so here's some holiday shipping. I will also post this on the team page so you have it, because we do have people that are in different parts of the country and might have customers that celebrate things like Hanukkah. Two, if you have customers that are in Alaska and Hawaii, you need to make sure that you're aware that shipping times are a little different for them. So here I will post that so we have that available on the team page as well. All right, here's some booking tools and tips for you guys. So 60% off is going to be the November host offer. It's also going to be the December host offer, but it's 60% off too. But in the small print, did you guys read that in order to get 2 items at 60% off, they have to hit $650 in guest sales? Okay, so I saw somebody actually on the team page this week, I had to correct them. Because it's $200 to get 1 at 60, $650 to get 2. Okay, so that'll be the same for December. And Hope Lodge fundraisers and Feeding America fundraisers are still going on, and they did post a new party theme of sips and apps. So that one is a great one this time of year, and I will tell you that picture that is posted right there, those are cinnamon caramel cheesecake squares, and it is a unbelievably delicious recipe, and it features our cringy cinnamon. It is such a great recipe. So that would be a good one to figure out, or to put as a post in your party. All right, build a huge end of the year party schedule. I'm also going to be posting something in the team page that's a downloadable PDF, and that it's kind of like to wrap up the rest of your year and kind of figure out what your goals, and you can kind of start working on maybe what your goals are going to be for the new year. Okay, because in January we usually do talk about goal setting and kind of see what like we like to try to do vision boards and stuff like that. And my vision board certainly did not look like what 2020 turned out to be, but you know what, it's still a good thing to do to kind of visualize. And sometimes it's even good to even kind of ask your family for input and stuff. And sometimes too, even your kids, if they're at a younger age and stuff, it's good for them to kind of see you doing that. So I think it's really an important part of our business. Write down your sales goals for November, December, and January. So you can do all this on this form I'll set for you guys. Write down your host names on the dates you have parties booked. How many more parties do you need to meet your goal? And remember to recruit one new consultant for every 4 parties you hold. So every 4, add 1 more. Okay, for selling. Way to increase November sales. Our new holiday pantry products and gift sets. So make sure that you're talking about the Korinji cinnamon, the cinnamon plus, which is like pumpkin pie spice. If you're not familiar with that, it's to die for. And the double strength pure vanilla Madagascar extract is amazing. And those items, they are leaving the catalog on December 31st. So it's not something that's going to go, you know, that they're not staying necessarily. Hopefully eventually they'll stay, but those are just for a limited time. So really boost that, you know, show pictures of these products, make a recipe with these products. You know, I've really been trying to get myself into the habit of doing things in Facebook stories or Instagram stories and stuff like that. Seems to be generating some interest. I did a picture of burgers that I pattied up with the burger and slider press last week, and I actually ended up with 2 orders for a burger and slider press just because of that. So start using some of those social media things, and like I said, Sue's a really good resource for that if you need some tips. Okay, gift inspirations, and if anybody needs any inspirations for gifts, let me know. I think it's going to be a little bit harder to do our like prep bowls and different things that we would do in the past this year, but I'm still kind of working on trying to figure out what to do for that. Does anybody have any things that they're doing for that this year? Kind of like to use as teacher gifts and stuff like that? I'm worried that school's going to get shut down, so they're not going to have a teacher to give it to. So
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. It's
I know.
Well, that
Looking
and
that
so
way
many
here.
people, like I did so many that they did like office stuff, and there's so many people not in an office. They're at home.
I know, so I wasn't even really sure. And then I was doing, you know, we did so many of the prep bowl ones where we would put spices in a bag, and it's like I just don't even feel like that's a responsible thing to do this year. So I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I just might post pictures of gifts this year. Maybe do like leading up, you know, to like Black Friday or something. I do know that they did tell us that there's going to be something amazing for Black Friday this year that's going to be for people in parties and out of parties. So it's not just going to be for people just ordering from your website, and we should be getting the information on that soon. So look forward to hearing that. And then our guest offer, I think, is awesome this month. The teak spoons are beautiful. So that's going to be a huge incentive. And the corner spoon is my favorite, I think. So I love that one. All right. So customer and host appreciation offers. So there is an article in the Stir about this. So what's available for customers who purchased April 1st through September 30th, they get a 10% discount on orders placed October 1st through December 31st. And what's available for hosts who parties were submitted April 1st through September 30th. So hosts get a one-time $15 credit that they can use towards any order through November 1st, 2021. So for an entire year, they have this $15 credit sitting on their account to use. These offers are the reason to reach out to customers and hosts and invite them to give Pampered Chef another try now that shipping is back to normal. So these are those kinds of really big customer appreciations that the home office is trying to do to help kind of ease a little bit of, you know, the discomfort that's happened the last few months. All right. Okay, we just talked about those. We do have some great gift sets. Obviously, the pizza night gift set's not going to happen right now. They each come with an exclusive recipe card though, so take a peek at those. If you're not, you know, maybe add those into your virtual party outline if you don't have them included already. Maybe that's something that you need to make a little holiday post about. All right. And then let's talk a little bit about free for all, because this isn't always an exciting time of year. Every year, two times a year, I should say, Pampered Chefs gives us the opportunity. We never, as a consultant, have to buy new products. We always have the opportunity to earn them for free or purchase the new items at half price. So they give us free for all. And during the month of November and December, you'll have the opportunity to earn different levels of the new spring, summer products these will be. So these products will be the ones that will be premiering in our March 1st catalog. So make sure that you build up your show schedule. I mean, this is amazing. You will have an opportunity to, like I said, purchase them at half price when they come in, but it's so awesome to get your boxes. And I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I paid for a product. I mean, it's crazy. And then when you promote to director, all three of you girls, is if you girls have had sales, I can't exactly, I think it's $12.50 the last 3 months at least. I think you guys are going to get the fall winter products too. Plus then you'll have the opportunity to you'll get your director boxes for your spring summer products. So we'll go in and look at that, and they'll just kind of show up on your door one day, won't they, Sarah? Do you remember when that happened to you?
Oh my God, yes. I'm like, honestly, I got products now too. She's like, yep.
Yep. So I think that you guys will still probably get the fall winter products. So that's awesome. All right. So that's another perk of being a director. Okay. Some recruiting tips here. So we welcomed a ton of new consultants last month. I think it was something like 13,000 new consultants last month. Crazy. So now what we want to do, all of you guys that started in October, remember when you qualify in your first 30 days, you're going to get 100 Pampered Chef dollars. So Patty, congratulations. You're going to get 100 Pampered Chef dollars deposited into your account, along with earning the ceramic egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper. You're going to earn the 8-inch saute pan. And is it the skillet, the stainless steel skillet?
Those are the 2,500, I think.
2,500. So it's the 8-inch saute pan. And then you get your 100 Pampered Chef dollars. And what Pampered Chef dollars are, you guys, just so you know, it's kind of like a gift certificate to use within the company. So you can use it to buy catalogs, products. Sometimes when we have like things like national conference and we have a registration fee, you can use Pampered Chef dollars to pay for that. So it's awesome to have those banked into your account. That's kind of another thing too. I can't really tell you the last time I paid for catalogs, because I usually have PC dollars in my account to cover that kind of stuff. Okay. So, and then of course, you know, with recruits, you've got your fast track rewards program. So I am going to post our goal setting sheet. This is another thing. If you write all these sentences out, I have the skills and support I need to achieve my goals. I will personally book blank parties this month. I will support more than blank or submit more than this amount in personal sales. I will personally make people's everyday better by sharing the opportunity. If you write this down on a piece of paper, post it in the thread on the team page, I will give you another drawing entry into the activity bonus drawing. You are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write your goals down. So that's why I have you actually write it. Okay. And then post a picture and you'll get another entry into the activity bonus drawing. All right. And I want you guys to save the date for national conference. Pray to the Lord that we can go in person, because I want to drink martinis with you guys. Just kidding. I'm not really kidding, but July 21st through the 24th in Chicago. Before the pandemic hit last year, what we were going to try to do is maybe do an Airbnb instead of staying in the conference hotels, but we're going to just have to see kind of how things play out here. So things will actually start happening on July 21st. So you do want to make sure that you're prepared to be ready to do things on the 21st. And then there'll be a lot of tech stuff available from our tech teams on that day. They call them tasty tidbits and stuff, and they're great. So that'll be available that day, and probably shopping from the PC Gear store and stuff like that. And then the actual national conference dates are the 22nd through the 24th, where we'll have breakout sessions and really do a lot of learning and get the products premiered and all that stuff. So keep that in the back of your mind. Start, setting some money aside now. Usually the registration fee is around $200, $225, around there. And then, then they'll probably have us register like in maybe like April. They haven't told us that yet, but that's probably around the time it'll be April or May, I would assume. They'll tell us more. All right, I told you about Empower. I told you about Virtual Summit. I think we're good. Look at me. 8:25, 5 minutes to spare. All right.
Woo, woo.
Who's got questions?
Hey, Kelly, for conference, are you saying arrive on the 20th, like a day before, or are you saying start on the 21st? I know we always go back and forth whenever we've gone.
So the last couple of years for me, I was in the lead program, and I always had my graduation ceremonies at like 9 a.m. on that first day, on that pre-day. So I was going down like another day before, but I think we'll probably have to see when they give us the agenda.
Okay.
But it depends. I suppose it just depends on how many tasty tidbits and stuff they have offered that day. And I know a lot of you guys that went to National Conference online this summer, you were the ones that were telling me that you felt like the tasty tidbits were probably almost more important than some of the other workshops that you took. So I think those are really important. It's really the only time that we ever get to spend with the tech guys and girls. So they're going to be teaching you stuff, how to navigate through the website and how to make sure that you're using reports properly, and how you're, adding things correctly into your contact information so you can generate a report and all that stuff that you never learn about. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to figure it out. So those were great, I felt like, too. So I remember Lori shaking her head. I remember you said that they were amazing. I remember that. So so I think that is definitely a day you shouldn't look at it like just because we're not at a conference. Like
Oh, no, I wasn't. It was just, I didn't know if it was going to be easier to arrive on the 20th or the 21st.
I'm thinking probably the 20th.
Okay.
But we'll have to see. And it is something that if you're going to make the investment in going, go for the whole time, because there's been a couple of years where some girls have wanted just to come for like one day or something. You have to pay the full registration fee anyway. So you just need to really look at it like it's time for your business, and it's all the entire time you're down there, every little cup of coffee, food item, anything you're doing while you're there is all a tax write-off. So you have to just remember that. Every martini is a tax write-off.
Hey, some of us need those expenses right now.
Only one. Only one. That's $5, I'll tell you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've done so many partings on vacation this past summer that all of my camping trips have been deductible because I've been working while I'm camping.
Love it. Yep. I was running virtual parties even when I was in Hawaii last year. Hell to the thank you. Thank you. So yep. So anybody else have a question? Otherwise, we will let you guys get out of here. So proud of myself. I did 5 minutes early. I thought for sure we'd go way over with celebrating.
Right. Me
really
too.
did.
I can't believe nobody has questions. Like, that's what I'm so surprised about.
I'm sure some.
Oh, it's
48 hours.
processing for me. It's like I'm trying to like just absorb everything right now.
Don't expect to remember it all. It's not worth the frustration.
What's not?
You're good, Tori. You're good. It'll all
Yeah,
be
can I
good.
just, I'm really proud that my party hit $1,000. That was crazy to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, then she's like, okay, I think I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, right. Yeah, exactly. See?
I mean,
It can
I don't
happen.
want to like downplay it and not say that you have to work because I mean, this is my full-time job, Tori. But I mean, it's pretty easy money. It really,
Yeah,
it really
I
is.
have a wedding coming up that I need to pay for, so it's gonna be pretty nice.
That's what
Yep.
Jen's doing for the first time is to help pay her
Oh,
wedding.
good.
We had a girl on our team 2 years ago, Abby. That's what she did too.
Yep.
A really good way to do that. I always say that this is like the easiest job a college kid could do too. Like, I
Yes.
don't know why more kids in college don't do stuff like this. You know,
Yeah.
it's a really great, I mean, you'd be sitting in your dorm room at night after you've done with your homework and load your virtual party post. You know what I mean? Like, so easy.
Well, college, it might be the drinking
Well,
and the partying. Come on, Cal.
I know.
Yeah, priorities are a little different.
Exactly. Right?
But they could probably make good money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah, so.
May not have learned the one drink rule yet.
Right. Right.
So, and Kim,
Lori's one drink rule.
Kim, you did okay on your one party then, right? That you got going?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I might want to meet with you to work on an actual virtual party. It was more like anyone want to place an order kind of party. So,
Okay. Yep. Sure. We can do
um,
that. Yep. That's no problem. That's
you.
no problem. Caitlin and I met a couple weeks ago and we did Havana. It's pretty spread out in there. So I feel pretty comfortable there. I feel pretty comfortable
Okay.
at Panera too, because I feel like it's pretty spaced there. So, you know,
Okay.
most of the time when I was meeting people over the summer and earlier in the fall, we were trying to find some place where we could sit outside. But
Yeah.
those two places, like in town, actually, I feel pretty comfortable at. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Both
so just
real close to
FYI.
where we are. So.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, that sounds good. I've been subbing a little bit, Kim, but not like a ton. So,
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
yep. And for Tori and for Patty too, because you guys are newer, I am home most days during the day. Lori is working from home right now, but she usually answers like a text or a Facebook message. Kelly Shimp wasn't on the call tonight. She's one of our hospitality. She's with another team, but she usually attends our stuff. She's home during the day too. So if you're needing something during the day, like when Sarah's not available, when she's at work, let us know. You know, pop me a Facebook message or something. But the other thing is too, is if somebody's not answering you, even if you just put it on the bandwagon page, usually somebody sees it and answers. Cindy's home a lot too during the day.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm home.
Jenny, you can answer pretty much too, can't you? She's teaching from home
Yep.
during the day, but yeah. So
Just
I mean,
don't call me. Just text me.
yeah. So
Or Facebook message me, one of the two.
yeah, usually though, if you post it on the Facebook page,
Yep.
somebody answers you. Okay. So, but and then I'm sure, Sarah, did you give them the number if they need to call?
What number?
Solution Center.
Oh, no.
Ghostbusters.
No. We're not to that point yet.
888-hour chef.
Yeah, 1-888-hour-chef. That's easy.
They're not gonna like me tomorrow when I make my phone call.
Oh, I had 5 things that I had to do on the chat today, but I got through them pretty.
Well,
So
I would like 100 US catalogs, not Canadian. I need 10 more pan scrapers and a thing of party planners that I haven't
Oh,
gotten
that's
in my
right.
last
You had a
orders.
bad, messed up supply order, which doesn't
So,
That seems to be a theme this week is messing up orders.
I think it's the full moon, you guys, for real.
it's gotta be something.
This
I
week
didn't
has
even
just been
realize-
like, I just want to crawl
Yeah.
under a rock and not come out for a little while.
Yes. I didn't even realize my catalogs were wrong until I gave some to Cammie and she's like, these are Canadian. I'm like, well, the good news is your guests won't have to pay as much as what it says.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Oh my God. We'll see.
Pampered, not perfect.
Yeah.
That's right.
I had a guest that ordered the micro cooker set and got 3 of the 1 quart lids and none of the 3 quart or the 2 quart.
I have heard of the issues like that.
Yeah, I have to say though, for all the years that I've been in business, It literally has been a handful of times. Like I just
Yep.
don't have issues. It's really, and a lot of times it's more like something's broke and you know it's more of a FedEx thing than it really
Right.
is even Pampered
Yep.
Chef. So, but yeah, so if nobody else has questions, I'll let you guys go.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All
Bye,
right.
guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Later.
Nice virtually meeting everyone. Bye.
Yes.
You too. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks, you guys.
See ya, Cal. See ya,
Bye.
Sarah.
Bye. Congrats, Patty.
Bye, Sarah.
Yay,
Thank you.
qualified.
Bye.
So